Hello, students. How are you all? I'm your English teacher. My name is Akilaga. I hope that you all are fine and safe in your home. Stay safe, don't go outside, eat fresh food, don't eat stale food. We are learning chapter 1, The Eyes Have It by Ruskin Bond. In last session, we had studied this lesson, half lesson. Means in this video, I will complete whole lesson, full story, and we are in last video we had seen that narrator and the girl both were talking with each other, and narrator did not want to open the secret, reveal the secret that he is blind, and they both were asking questions, and narrator started pretending, means false action or acting, that he can see, and girl also did not know about narrator, that narrator is blind, and girl asked narrator, why don't you look out of the window? It means the girl did not know that the narrator is blind, and they both ask many questions, and narrator talk about Missouri. Then narrator thought that this meeting is very short meeting, and maybe the girl will forget this meeting, and narrator said, but I will not forget this short or brief encounter, means brief meeting. And when the train stopped at the station, means at Saharanpur railway station, now girl starts collecting the things, and narrator starts thinking about the girl's hair, that maybe the girl hair in a bun, means in a roll, or maybe without bun, or it was hanging loose over her shoulders, or it cut very short. This type of questions narrator was thinking. Then the train stopped at the station, and the shouting of porters and vendors, means sellers, and high pitch female voice, means in high tone one female voice was coming, and then narrator thought maybe this voice is belong to the girl's aunt. And then at last the girl said goodbye, and then she was standing very close to me, so close that the perfume from her hair could be smelt. Means the girl was standing very close to the narrator, so close, means very near, that the perfume, spray, scent from her hair could be smelled, means narrator could smell the perfume smell. Then she moved away. Only the scent of perfume lingered where she had stood. Only the scent, only the smell of perfume had remained at that place. When the girl left that place, only the perfume smell remained there. There was some confusion in the doorway. Now, when the girl was going, when she left the compartment, the box, there was some confusion, means something went wrong in the doorway, means at the door. A man getting into the compartment stammered an apology, means one fellow entered into the compartment, into the box of railway, and stammered an apology. Stammered means mumbled, speaking slowly, and said apology means sorry. That man spoke sorry. Then the door banged and the world was shut out again. Bang means hit, and the door closed and the world was shut out again, means again the train closed and it starts moving. Pulled out of the station means left the station. Saharanpur. I returned to my berth, means narrator returned to his place. Berth means compartment. The guard blew his whistle, means railway conductor gave signal, whistle, and we moved off, and the train starts. Once again I had a game to play and a new fellow traveler, means this was routine for the narrator, that whenever any new fellow traveler comes and next and sit opposite to him, he starts playing game. Which game? The game means here to keep secret. How much time he kept secret that he is blind. This type of game. So once again I had a game to play and a new fellow traveler, means new partner. His narrator wanted to see that for how many minutes he kept this secret that he is blind. The train gathered speed. The wheels took up their song. Gather means took. The train took speed. The wheels took up their song means moving, rumble. The carriage groaned and shook. Groan means shout. The carriage groaned and shook. I found the window and sat in front of it. Means again I took my place near the window and I sat in front of the window, staring into the daylight that was darkness for me. And there was a light, daylight. Staring means look into the daylight. There was a light, but it was dark for the narrator. Darkness for the narrator because narrator was blind. So many things were happening outside the window. It could be a fascinating game, guessing what went on out there. Means narrator says that so many things were happening outside the window. Lots of things are happening outside the window. It could be a fascinating game. Fascinating means interesting game, guessing what went on out there, means which thing is happening outside, which thing is there outside. That is one type of game. It is one interesting game to guess what went on out there, means which thing is going on outside. The man who had entered the compartment broke into the reverie. Reverie means a state of being lost in your thoughts. Means that man was thinking about the narrator. That new fellow traveler starts thinking about the narrator. You must be disappointed, he said. Means that fellow traveler said, you must be disappointed. Means disappointed. I am not nearly as attractive a traveling companion as the one who just left. Means here that person, that fellow traveler said, you are disappointed, means you are not happy. You must be disappointed, means you are not happy. He said, that fellow traveler said to the narrator, you are disappointed, means you are not happy, you will not be happy, because I am not nearly as attractive a traveling companion as the one who just left. Means that fellow traveler said, I am not like the previous traveler, means the girl who has just left the train. I am not like the girl. I am not an attractive companion. Traveling companion means friend. She was an interesting girl, I said. His narrator said that girl was an interesting girl. Can you tell me, did she keep her hair long or short? Now narrator starts asking some questions. Can you tell me, did she keep her hair long or short? Means how were her hairs? She was an interesting girl. Narrator, I said, means narrator said that girl was very interesting girl, and narrator asked one question to the fellow traveler. Can you tell me, did she keep her hair long or short? Means her hair was long or short. I don't remember, he said. That fellow traveler said, I don't know about that. I don't remember. Sounding puzzle. Means the narrator, that fellow traveler was in puzzle, means he was confused. It was her eyes I noticed, not her hair. And that fellow traveler said, I was noticing her eyes, not her hair. I noticed her eyes but not hair. She had beautiful eyes, but they were of no use to her. That fellow traveler said that girl had a beautiful eyes, but they were of no use to her. Means the beautiful eyes were no use to her. And narrator asked why. Then the fellow traveler said, she was completely blind. Didn't you notice? It means that girl was also a blind. Now narrator here in whole journey means with meeting with the girl. When narrator starts conversation with the girl, the narrator here thought that I am blind and I do not want to reveal the secret that I am blind. But actually the girl was also a blind. That's why the girl was also trying to hide the truth that she is blind, same as the narrator. And at last, the narrator knew that the girl was also a blind. And here the story has been completed. It means the surprise ending. What is the surprise ending? The surprise is here. The girl was also a blind person. Now let's learn some glossary, some meanings, some hard words. First one, startled, means felt sudden shock or alarm, means afraid or frightened, fear, felt sudden shock. Second one, the essentials, means necessary, the most important things. Third one, tellingly, means effectively, polite, attractive, effective. Then fourth one, formidable, inspiring fear and respect, means afraid and respect. Fifth one, dahlias, means large, brightly colored flowers, means in bright. Sixth one, deserted, means empty. Seventh one, pretense, a false show, means only acting, not real, only acting. Then rumble, means a continuous deep sound like wheels. When the wheels starts moving, it is called rumble, means a continuous deep sound. Ninth one, ventured. Ventured means here was brave enough to say, means brave enough to say. Then gallant means charmingly attentive, means happy, pleasant, polite. Then 11th one, encounter, means a chance meeting. Encounter means one meeting. 12th one, lingered, means stayed, remain. 13th one, reverie, means a state of being lost in your thoughts, means in that condition think mind is in thoughts, in thinking, that is a state of being lost in your thoughts. Here glossary we have completed. This you have to write in your notebook. Then reading comprehension, fill in the blanks. First one, the first thing the narrator noticed about the girl was sound of her dash. So here we learned in the lesson, when the girl entered into the compartment, the narrator noticed, the first thing he noticed, that sound of her slippers. Then second one, according to the narrator, people who cannot see only take in the dash, mean those who are blind, then they notice only essentials, means only important things. Third one, the girl was going to dash, and we know this, the girl was going to Saharanpur, and narrator was going to Dehra and then to Mussoorie. The girl was going to Saharanpur. Fourth one, the girl said that she loved the hills, especially in dash, in which month? So especially the narrator was in the lesson, the narrator was talking about Mussoorie, and he was talking about Mussoorie. He said especially in October month. The girl said that she loved the hills especially in dash month, in October month. And last filling the blanks is the new passenger sounded puzzled when the narrator asked him about the length of the girl's dash. Narrator asked about the hair, the girl's hair, and the new passenger, new fellow traveler, in puzzled. Now let's solve question answer of this lesson. Where was the narrator going? So answer is the narrator was going to Dehra and then to Mussoorie. Dehradun is in Uttarakhand, district of Uttarakhand, and in Dehradun, Mussoorie is the hill station. Second one, what made the narrator think that the couple who came to see the girl off were perhaps her parents? Means couple means two. Two persons came to see the girl off were perhaps her parents. Means how did the narrator know that the two persons were the girl's parents? So answer is the narrator thought that the couple were probably the girl's parents as they seem means look very anxious, means worried, tense about her comfort, about the girl, giving her detailed instructions about how to look after herself on the train, means where to keep the things, don't look out of the windows, and don't talk to the strangers. This type of instructions were given by the parents, given by the two persons. That's why on the base of that, narrator thought that the couple were probably the girl's parents. Third one, why did the narrator's voice startle the girl? Means afraid or fear. The narrator thinks that his voice startled the girl because he was probably sitting in a dark corner. Narrator was sitting in the dark corner. Actually, she did not see him because she was blind. Narrator here thought that maybe I am sitting in the dark corner, that's why my voice startled the girl. But actually, she did not see him because she was blind. Fourth one, what was the narrator's first question to the girl? How did she respond to it? Respond means reply. What was the first question asked by the narrator? So the narrator first asked the girl whether she was going to Dehra, means are you going to Dehra? She replied that she was getting off at Saharanpur, means girl replied that no, I am going to Saharanpur, and that her aunt was meeting her there, and girl said my aunt will be waiting for me. Fifth question, how did the narrator try not to give away the fact that he was totally blind at the time? Means how did the narrator try not to give away, not to reveal the fact, the secret that he was totally blind at the time? The narrator felt that he need not give away the fact that he was blind. If he kept to his seat, means if he kept his seat in a dark corner, then it is maybe first condition not to open the secret. If narrator thought, if I sit in a dark corner, then nobody knows that I am a blind. He also pretended to look out of the window and see the landscape. Pretended means acting, false show. He also pretended to look out. He started acting, false acting, to look out of the window and see the landscape, scenery. Then here read these lines from the story and answer the questions that follow. First one, you have an interesting face. So this is the line. On this line there are three questions. First question, who made this remark and about whom? Means who remarked this, you have an interesting face. So we know this. Narrator made this remark about the girl in his compartment. About whom? About the girl in his compartment, in his box. Second one, why did the speaker use the word interesting to describe the face? Why did the speaker means narrator, the narrator used the word because he had no idea what the girl looked like. Because narrator did not know about girl, did not know about her look. That's why narrator used this word interesting. He had no idea what the girl looked like and it was a safe thing to say. And this word was safe to say. That's why narrator used the word interesting. Last question of this, what was the listener's reply to the remark, to this remark? Means listener means the girl, the narrator was the speaker and the girl was the listener. So what did she reply? The listener said, means the girl said that it was nice to be told that she had an interesting face, as she was tired of people telling her she had a pretty face. Means the girl said, yeah, I am tired of people telling her that I have a pretty face. You are the first one who said me that I have an interesting face. So here these three answers we have completed. Now next next exercise we will solve in the next video. I hope you have understood this whole lesson, whole story. Thank you very much.